Today we will be using the strategy of regrouping to solve a subtraction problem. The cafeteria had 3,420 ice cream cones at the beginning of the day. At the end of the day, they have 1,615 left. How many ice cream cones did the cafeteria sell? The number sentence for this problem is, let me write it down here, it's 3420 minus 1,615. That's the subtraction problem we're looking at today. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with our concrete models. We're going to demonstrate how to solve this problem by using concrete, pictorial, and abstract models. So by looking at the concrete model here, we can start by clicking on the first number we're going to subtract is 3,420. So we're going to move 3 of the 1,000 value chips into the thousands place, which gives us 3,000. We're going to move 4 of these chips into the 400s place, which gives us 400. We're going to move 2 of these chips into the 10 value place, and then we have nothing in the ones place. So 3,420. Now what we're wanting to do here is subtract 1,615. So we need to subtract 5 from the ones place, but as you can see, we don't have any ones in the ones place. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to regroup. Where can we find those chips at? Well, we can find them in the tens place. So we can regroup them by moving them to the ones place. A 110 value chip gives us 10 1 chips. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now that we have chips in the ones place, we can remove our 5. So we want to subtract 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Perfect. Now we need to subtract 10 from the tens place. So we subtract 10. Then we need to subtract 6 from the hundreds place. Here we run into the same problem. We don't have enough 100s. So what we need to do is, where can we find those chips? Well, we can find them in the thousands place. So we can go ahead and regroup it into the hundreds place. One 1,000 chip is 10 100 chips. So we're going to put them in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now that we have enough, we can go ahead and subtract the 6 100 value chips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now we can move on to the thousands place. We need to subtract 1,615. So we need to subtract 1 chip from the thousands place. Now the remaining of the chips should give us the remaining of ice cream cones. So we have 1,000 chip, so 1,000. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 in the hundreds. We have no chips in the tens place. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chips in the ones place, which tells us that we have 1,805. That is our answer. So looking back at the question was asking how many ice cream cones did the cafeteria sell? The cafeteria sold 1,805 ice cream cones. So now we're going to go ahead and move on over to pictorial and abstract models. But we want to get a refresher on what the question was, right? So the question was, the cafeteria had 3,420 ice cream cones at the beginning of the day. At the end of the day, they have 1,615 left. How many ice cream cones did the cafeteria sell? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and work the pictorial and abstract models side by side so we can see what's going on both sides. It makes more sense this way. So we're going to start by drawing our value chips. So we know we have 3,420. So for our pictorial, we're going to draw 1, 2, we forgot to add our thousands place. So let's go ahead and add our thousands place. All right. So now that we have our thousands, hundreds, tens, and one place, we can begin. So we're going to go ahead and first draw our place value chips. So we know we have 3,000 place value chips. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3. We know we have 400 in the hundreds place. So we're going to draw 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to draw 2 value chips in the tens place. So it's 1 and 2. Okay, so here we have 3,420. So let's go ahead and build it on this side. 3,420. Okay, so now we need to subtract 1,615. We don't have any place value chips on the one side, and we need to subtract 5 ones. So what we're going to do is we're going to regroup from the tens place and move it over to the ones place. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, now that we've regrouped and we have 10, we can go ahead and eliminate the 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're left with 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 ones. Now we move over to the tens place. We need to subtract 10. We have 110 here, so we can go ahead and eliminate that, which gives us 0 in the tens place. Then we move on to the hundreds. We need to subtract 6 100s, but we only have 4. So where can we find the extra chips we're missing? From the thousands place. So we're going to go ahead and take it from the thousands place and regroup it into the hundreds place. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now that we have enough chips, we can subtract the 6 chips that we need to subtract. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chips left over. And lastly, we're going to subtract from the thousands. Well, we know we need to subtract 1,000, so we subtract 1,000 from the thousands place chip, which leaves us with 1,000 in the thousands place, which gives us the total of the chips left over, 1,805 chips. So if we move over to the abstract model, we know we need to subtract 1,615. Well, we have nothing here to subtract from, so we're going to go ahead and regroup from the tens place. Now we need to subtract 5. We have 10, which leaves us with 5. I'm going to go ahead and fill it in so you can see the numeric expression, 1,615. Now in the tens place, we need to subtract 1 minus 1, which is 10 minus 10 in the tens place, which gives us 0. Now we're in the hundreds place once again. We have 400 in the hundreds place, but we need to subtract 600. So what do? That's right. We regroup from the thousands place, turning this into 2, giving us the 10 that we need in the hundreds place. 14 minus 6 is, that's right, 8. Now we can subtract in the thousands place, which is 2 minus 1, that's right, 1,000. So our answer is 1,805. So just as a refresher, let's see what the question asked. The cafeteria had 3,420 ice cream cones at the beginning of the day. At the end of the day, they have 1,615 left. How many ice cream cones did the cafeteria sell? The cafeteria sold 1,805 ice cream cones by the end of the day.